Good evening. I'm Dawn Sterling. Thanks for being here. The Illinois State Fair continues this week, and News Channel 20 is out and about once again with more team coverage. Stacey Skryzak joins us live from the State Fairgrounds, while Eliza Petrie checks in from the FFA barnyard, and Chief Meteorologist Cheryl Lemke is back at the pork patio. Let's send it over to Stacey now.
All right. Hi, Dawn. It is a beautiful day, and you know, we kind of sound like a broken record when we say that it's hot. It is, so just come prepared. But something I noticed as I walked around this afternoon was that we were just fine. There was a lot of water about in all of the different tents. We're actually right here on Main Street, right across from Illinois Building and right outside of the Village of Culture. So right as you walk in, a lot of people starting to fill up because it's an evening and there's some free concerts going on, but it's also Senior and Scouts Day. So that means people 60 and over, as well as Scouts. So Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, we've seen plenty in their uniforms today. They get in free, and lots to do and plenty of free things going on. That includes those concerts I mentioned. The first one, you can travel back in time, the Shake, Rattle, and Roll concert. That's going on, a tribute to classic doo-wop, and that's all starting at the Grand Central stage at 7:30. And then if you're thinking, like, I really wanted to come see a concert, but they sold out or it was too expensive, well, there's a free concert tonight at the Grandstand. That is country star, I love him, Randy Houser. He was real popular like 10, 15 years ago. Super popular guy. He is going to be starting at 8 o'clock, and lots of free stuff going on. Another free thing that we did, I brought my daughter to work today. Because I thought, why not? Let's do, bring your daughter to work. So Peyton, my 12-year-old, we thought we should try out the selfie stations. Inside the Illinois building, they have all different selfie stations. There's a couple new ones. There's a illusion booth as well as the kaleidoscope booth. But some of the things that we really loved, there's one that looks like you're doing the sky tram. And then my daughter's favorite was probably the Barbie. I loved the tractor. There's a lot of different things in there. So you can kind of peruse about. And the nice thing was there was some fans as well, so we got a chance to cool off. Now, when you come here to the fair, a lot of people think about those farm animals, and that's something that we always love. Of course, our resident ag expert Eliza Petrie as well. Right across from the grandstand area, the FFA barn, where you can pet them and get to know the animals. Let's send it over to her.
Yes, Stacey, I am here at the FFA Barnyard, accompanied by some Illinois FFA state officers, Cadence and Kyle here with me. And I have to say, the FFA Barnyard is my favorite stop at the Illinois State Fairgrounds. But for the people that don't know, Cadence, what are some things you can see when you come to the barnyard this year?
Yes, we've got 2 pigs, we've got 2 sheep, 2 goats, 2 rabbits, and then we have 1 calf that's about 2 weeks old, and it's a bottle baby.
And they're all very cute. I've been coming almost every day that I've been out at the fair, and you could probably hear the pigs behind us a second ago, so they're very excited for everyone to be here today. And Kyle, I know a lot of people have been coming through the barnyard, and it's only Monday. What are some of those numbers of people you've been seeing?
Yeah, we've had a great turnout so far, at least a few thousand each day. A few of our top days have been over 8,000 people, so just a big flood of people coming to the fair this year. It's good to see.
And that's so exciting with it only being a couple days into the fair, right? And I know you guys are going to be here this whole time, being troopers at the Illinois FFA Barnyard. So what are you looking forward to when it comes to the rest of the fair so far?
Just educating people on things that they don't know about, so being able to educate within what I know to be able to give them the best experience while they're here.
Definitely.
Kind of along the same lines, like a majority of the people from our state don't come from an ag background, so it's just a real great way for them to step here and maybe see a little more into the ag industry that affects their lives and just be better advocating for that in the future.
Definitely, and it's also so perfect that you're right across the street from the grandstand, so while y'all are out here, I know you plan on coming to the concert, to coming to get a corn dog. When you do, make sure to stop by the FFA Barnyard. It's right here on Grandstand Avenue. So Kyle Cadence, thank you so much for joining me, reporting live at the FFA Barnyard. Eliza Petrie, back to you.
Eliza, it is really fun. I know my kids love to get to see the little animals out there. All right, besides the farm animals, this is something that's new and really neat coming up tomorrow. You can help out by adopting a pet here at the State Fair. Okay, tomorrow, Wild Canine Rescue. They're going to be at the Illinois Comptroller's tent. That's from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is just right down the street from here. All of those different tents, all of the state agencies. So if you can go there, Wild Canine Rescue, you have a chance to adopt a pet and take one home. And you know what? Just perusing around the tents, there's a lot of fun things to do and to learn also about the different organizations here in the state. Let's take a live look. Another person out at the fair, always our resident pork expert, I guess you could say, Cheryl Lemke. She's for at the pork patio. So if you want to stop by, say hi to her. She's right across from the grandstand. We're going to be checking in on her a little later with some of the exciting things you can purchase there. But for now, we also want to talk a little bit about what's coming up later in this show. All right, we've got coming up in Mommy Matters, we're going to show you how a calming spot that's also really nice and cool inside the sensory station. We're going to take you in there where they're doing a special story time, and we'll explain how you can enjoy all of that. But for now, I'm going to take a little break and maybe get myself a lemon shake up. I'm going to send it back to you in the studio, Dawn.
All right, stay cool out there, Stacey. I'll be in your shoes tomorrow. And you can continue to catch all of the fair festivities this week. We're going to bring you live coverage on air and online. Be sure to follow us on social media for more behind-the-scenes fun.
Back last week, we had the chance to interview the handlers with the Budweiser Clydesdale horses. They are magnificent and giant and just so beautiful. Well, this week, there's a chance to see more Clydesdales. Our Alexandria Rayford met with the Werner family to experience a little bit about their Clydesdales. Alexandria?
I'm Alexandra Rayford here with Vernon Family Clydesdales. Now, Evan, I understand this is your first time actually here at the Illinois State Fair.
It is. This is the first time that we've brought the Clydesdales to Illinois.
Yeah, how's it been so far?
Awesome. It's been awesome. The people, everybody, the community is real nice here. So.
Yeah. Now, so for those who aren't familiar, you know what exactly you guys do. Can you kind of explain that?
Yeah. So. We raise and show Clydesdale horses. We're out of McAllister, Oklahoma, and we use the horses mostly for a marketing tool for the company. The Werner family owns Big V Feed, and they use the Clydesdales to help promote their business. And then on top of that, they love breeding and raising the foals. There's only less than 5,000 Clydesdale worldwide, so it's very important that we keep the Clydesdales breeding going throughout the industry.
Now, what's something that people might not know about raising and breeding these Clydesdales?
So the Clydesdales, they're a big, gentle giant. You know, everybody thinks they're big and massive and they're scary, but they are just big babies. They're a perfect family horse. They're, you know, just an awesome animal to have and interact with.
What's the reaction you've kind of got from the community so far?
You know, awesome. They come in and they love on them and they, you know, want to pet them and hug on them, and we let them, and that's part of us going to the fairs too, is that you need to get the community involvement when you go to these things. So it's been great.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining me and coming out.
Yep, no problem. Thank you.
Segment sponsored by Illinois Pork Producers.
Welcome back. We are live at the Illinois State Fair, starting to fill up as people come for dinner hour. And a lot of people love the different pork excitement. There's a lot of different meals and some new things, including, I think, some mac and cheese. So let's head over to the pork patio with Cheryl Lemke.
Hi, everyone. I'm reporting live here from the pork patio. And when you think about the State Fair, you think about fun, you think about festivities, and of course you think about food. And as you're walking around the fairground, you can really work up quite an appetite. And what better way to satisfy that appetite than to head on out to the pork patio, because they have some really scrumptious items to choose from. Joining me this evening, we have Miss Claire Thorpe. She's with the Illinois Pork Producers Association.
Hi, good
Hey,
evening.
Claire.
Good evening. Look what I've got for you, Cheryl.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, my goodness. I have been told by several fairgoers we have some of the best food for the best price on the fairgrounds. And I have the chopped sandwich for you. And for anybody coming to the fair, it's only $6. What a deal.
Yeah, I mean, I have to admit, over the last few years, the prices have not changed at all, so it's a very reasonably priced. You can easily come out here to feed your entire family. And the good news, you don't break the bank in the process.
Absolutely. Besides the chopped sandwich, another popular item is our pork burger. Again, a great price, only $6. One of our best-selling items, and it's scrumptious. It really is.
And the good news, too, with the food that was being served here at the pork patio, it really helps to support local pork farmers here in Illinois. Tell us more about that.
Absolutely. So all of the pork that is supplied here at the patio comes from your local Illinois pig farmers. So you are supporting local by supporting the patio. And all of the money here that we make goes right back into our farmers.
So it's definitely a win-win situation. Coming out here to support the pork patio and help support the pork farmers here across the state of Illinois. Again, definitely a worthwhile contribution. Thank you so much for joining us. Back to you now in the studio.
food and the rides, the prices can add up. There are a lot of free things to do, and we got to experience a little bit of that. One of the new things this year is the daily story time in the Sensory Station. It's a collaboration with Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, which is a program aimed at enhancing early childhood literacy by gifting books to young children. Every day from 2 to 3, families can stop in and take a break from the heat as volunteers read stories as well as sing-alongs.
So we wanted to be a part of helping keep that calm, quiet environment and helping the fair with its efforts to be more inclusive. And then it's wonderful that they added this reading component because story time is such a nice inclusive activity. So we've seen kids of all ages get to come in and enjoy it. So that's been really wonderful.
The story time is every day from 2 to 3. That's at the Sensory Station right next to the Emerson building on Main Street. It's air conditioned and wonderful in there.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Dawn Sterling. Stacy and Cheryl are out at the State Fairgrounds again this evening. We'll head out to the pork patio where Cheryl is in just a little bit, where she can tell you what's the latest on the menu. But first, we're going to learn what Stacy has been up to this afternoon. It's number 1, her daughter's birthday, and number 2, she brought her whole family to the fair. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, and you know what the funny thing is? I don't know where they went. They were having too much fun. So I've got my 12-year-old that loved the selfie station over in the expo building. That was a blast, and we're going to get some of that video up on our website for you to see on social media. And then my little one, you know what? She came right in. We went to Mion's, which is lemon shake-up lemonade. She just sucked down the whole thing. She loved it. So we're here primarily for selfies and food and maybe some of the rides. As you can see, we've got the Midway behind me. It is starting to fill up today because it is dinner time. A lot of people coming down here, and honestly, it is the perfect night because the clouds have come. So my photographer Amber and I are enjoying ourselves immensely. Now we get the breeze, so it's beautiful. Today, though, you're going to see a lot of people around that might be in their uniforms because it's Scouts and Senior Day. Fair visitors who are 60 and older are admitted to the grounds for free, and there were special events for senior citizens throughout the day. Now, all Scouts in uniform were also admitted for free. Tonight, starting at 7:30, is the truck and tractor pulls. Those are kicking off. That's over at the arena. Gates are opening now. And then if you're thinking, maybe I want to come down, I don't want to spend all the money, well, guess what? You come in here and there is a free concert tonight. It is Randy Houser Country with Night Ranger from the 80s at the grandstand. That starts at 8 o'clock. Now, we do know the winners. We were all over the Twilight Parade on Thursday as we watched it go down Sangamon Avenue into Main Street of the fair. And coming in first, the marching bands is Mighty Marching Machine from Richton Park, Illinois. That's up north. Now, here's some local names. The Rochester Marching Rockets came in second, and Auburn came in third. For non-commercial floats, taking first place, Springfield Youth Hockey League. In second was Sustainable Springfield. And then the winners of the Governor's Sweepstake Award and first overall belong to Hope. If you saw their float, the Hope float was so amazing. All right, if you're looking ahead tomorrow, you're watching us saying, ooh, I want cotton candy. I know Dawn is. It's Tuesday tomorrow, and that is Tuesday. $2 admission for seniors and adults, as well as $2 carnival rides. That is a bargain. Sheryl Crows takes over the grandstand at night. The sheep and swine shows are also happening. And then coming up on Wednesday is the Governor's Sale of Champions. We're going to be here, Don himself, and of course, Snoop Dogg. So it's going to be a very crazy day here at the State Fair coming up on Wednesday. Now, speaking of farm animals, there's a lot going on, and our Eliza Petrie, our ag expert, has been experiencing all the different things you can imagine with whether it's FFA or the different showing of animals. Right across from the grandstand is where she's at. She's over at the FFA barn talking about some of the officers. Eliza?
Yes, Stacy, I'm here in the FFA barnyard with state officers Kyle and Cadence. And we were going to tell you about what was in the barnyard, but we thought we would show you. So this is Atlas, one of the cute guys you could come see. Cadence, tell the viewers about Atlas here.
He's about 2 weeks old, and he's a mini Highland cross, so he's not going to be too large.
And Highlands, I know that's everyone's favorite cow, so you can come over and see Atlas at any time at the FFA barnyard. And Atlas, do you have anything to say? A little camera shy, that's what I thought. And Atlas may be the star of the show, but Kyle, what else can people come see at the barnyard?
We also have 2 sheep, 2 goats, and 2 piglets here with us. Atlas is kind of the star here.
As you can tell. And so, very exciting stuff. this FFA Barnyard is right across the street from the grandstand. So as you're coming around, getting a corn dog, going to the concert, make sure to stop by, say hi to Kyle and Cadence, all the other FFA members that are working hard in the FFA Barnyard here. We're going to let Atlas hang out for the rest of the night. So back to you, Stacy.
All right. Thanks, Eliza. And she's going to actually be joining me on Main Street in just a bit because we're going to try some of the award-winning fair food, I guess you could say. And let me tell you, I sampled some. It's delicious. But for now, reporting live here at the Illinois State Fair, I'm Stacey Skryzak.
And sponsored by Illinois Pork Producers.
Welcome back. We are live at the Illinois State Fair. It is bustling out here on a night because it's dinner time, and what better thing to eat than pork products from Illinois. Let's head over to the pork patio and our chief pork expert, Chief Meteorologist Cheryl Lemke.
Hi everyone, we are live here at the pork patio where it's always a hustling and bustling place. This is the place to go for some great tasting food entrees. We have some delicious pork entrees to choose from, including the clapped pork chop on a stick. They have a pork twister kebab, pieces of pork wrapped in bacon, then it's marinated and then it's grilled to perfection. A lot of other options as well. And then they have a brand new item that they have on the menu for this evening, and that is also something that was just introduced first time this season. Joining me now tonight, we have Miss Claire Thorpe from the Illinois Pork Producers Association. Thanks, Claire, for joining us tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yes, we have a new item on the menu this year that is gaining popularity. It is our pulled pork mac and cheese. So a lot of fairgoers are loving that. We can also do the mac and cheese by itself, especially the little kiddos. They love that.
Yeah, so if you like mac and cheese and pulled pork, it's a winning combination to have them both together.
Absolutely. It's very yummy. It's a white cheddar sauce, which I think fairgoers are enjoying that as well. So, yeah, definitely something new to try out.
Yeah, and besides the food entrees here, they are also doing a T-shirt campaign. Tell us more about the T-shirt.
Yeah, so I have one on tonight. It's a pork power shirt. We sell these T-shirts each year. They're $15 each. Every year it's a new design. The money that we raise goes into a program called Pork Power, and that supplies ground pork, to the food pantries throughout Illinois. So again, it's all about our farmers supporting the communities that they're in.
So definitely it's a winning combination. Come on out, buy a T-shirt. You can definitely help support the campaign. And of course, you get some great food here at the pork patio. Reporting live from the pork patio, back to you.
All right, thanks, Cheryl. And of course, they are open till 8:30 every night, and that's right across from the grandstand. Welcome back. We are live at the State Fair. When you say food, they come in the flocks here. I've got Eliza came running over to try. I've got my girls here, Piper and Peyton, because we are trying out one of Abe's awards, the Golden Abe's. This is, Peyton, do you remember what it is?
It's the Dubai chocolate funnel cake.
Which she loves Dubai. Have you ever had the Dubai?
I haven't, but Peyton was telling me I was nervous because there's green stuff on it, but Peyton was telling me it's pistachios.
It is. Okay, I'm going to let you guys try it why don't you guys pick some around? Let's see, all right? Okay. Oh boy, hopefully it doesn't. As they're doing this and trying it and sampling, I'm going to talk a little bit. First off, I have to, Piper, can you wave to the camera and smile? There we are. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Piper. Also, another one. You guys try that. I'm going to come back to you in a minute. Another thing that Peyton and I tried was the Grand Champion one of the Golden Abe. This is over in Adventure Village. It's a local company. It is Scoop du Jour. They had a dessert horseshoe. It was a donut with ice cream with sprinkles on donut, and then it had some pound cake fries, and then topped off with a marshmallow cream drizzle. Oh, okay. Piper, do you like it? Yeah? Yes? Okay, so that's a yes. All right, Eliza, what do you think?
Honestly, really good. I mean, funnel cakes are probably my favorite. I will say you do need a lot of napkins because of the chocolate mixture mixed in, but it's a good. All
right, you guys give it A+? A+? Okay, this right here, right by us here on Main Street, Paulette's, that's where you find this funnel cake. So we're going to continue to eat and sample our way through the fair.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Dawn Sterling. Another day at the State Fair for us here at News Channel 20. Our team spent the day out there checking out all of the fair fun. Today was Senior and Scout Day. Visitors age 60 and older, as well as scouts in uniform, were able to get into the fair for free today. The day was packed with activities like the trucked and tractor pulls. There was also a free concert at the grandstand featuring Randy Houser with Night Ranger this evening. There are 2 new selfie stations in the expo building. It's an illusion booth and a kaleidoscope booth. Our Stacey Skrazak was able to check out with one of her daughters this afternoon. They're open during regular fair hours and are free for everyone. Tomorrow is Tuesday. It's $2 admission for seniors and adults, as well as $2 carnival rides. Sheryl Crow takes over the grandstand, and sheep and swine shows are also happening. And then coming up on Wednesday is the governor's sale of champions and Snoop Dogg at the grandstand. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch more videos from News Channel 20.